What is going on YouTube? This is Matthew B1212 here. I want to make a quick video for you guys. So I think the last time I made a video for you guys, I showed you guys either it was a 2016 or a 2017. I believe it was either an X1 or an X3, and it was a BMW X1 or X3. And I just want to show you guys real quick, just a quick spec view of this BMW. This is an X1. This is a 2018. This is the 2018 X1, and it's this one's white, as you guys can tell. And I believe the last video I did on our loaner car, it was either an X1 or an X3, but I know it was either a 2016 or 2017. So just to give you guys some of the different like things that they have in this one, the one thing I noticed was that this whole speedometer and everything compared to the other one, which I believe was a 2016 or 17, possibly a 2018, but I don't think we had. I think that this was last year, so I'm pretty sure we didn't have that car. But it could have been a 2018 because they give you the newer car that comes out like a few months like prior to when it comes out. So either way, this one does have a little bit of a different interior. If you guys do notice that this screen is actually a lot smaller. If you guys can see, this is the screen right here. It's like this little square. I'm going to turn the car on so you guys can see, but it is a push button as like all the new cars are. And so real quick, just going to turn the car on real quick for you guys. So if you guys can see, the screen is a lot smaller than the previous one. It's a little bit dusty. I don't know why this car's so dusty. I'm going to clean their cars. Really dusty. Dang. It doesn't even, like, this isn't even the whole screen. If you guys notice, I mean, it is a pretty decent size, like, little like monitor, but I mean it is pretty small when you go up to it because this whole like inch and a half of like all the way up to like this little like slant isn't even part of the screen. It's really just this little part right here. If you guys notice, it's like the size of my phone, so it's only like maybe 4 or 5 inches long and then 2 or 3 wide. My screen monitor is even bigger than that one, and my car is like 12 13 or 14 years old, I think. So pretty small. I'm not sure why it's a lot smaller than the other one. I feel like just an inch or two would have made a big difference if they could have done that, because I mean they do have the larger one. I mean obviously you can if you buy a car, if you buy a model of this car, they have a bigger version of this, and I think they have 2 or 3 different sizes, because if you guys notice how much space there is here, they can extend this all the way out and that side all the way out, and that would make it like a really nice sized one, because I remember the last car we had, it was a little bit bigger. But real quick, just want to show you guys. So the biggest thing with this car is, I think the reason why the other one had those certain specific items was because it was an M package. The steering wheel actually said like M right here, so I think it might have been like a higher up package. That might be the reason why it was a little bit different. But this one doesn't have the same for the pedometer. It doesn't have like the same style, like where it's like halfway and it kind of has like a digital for the speedometer. So or the pedometer. I always call it speedometer. I don't think that's the word. But anyway, I just want to show you guys. So this car does, I mean, even just the stock version, it does have the mirrors that can close for you. So you guys can see the mirrors do close for you on that. And then you still have the whole SOS system and all that, so you can like you open that and you click this button and all that, and you have to set that up, and you have to pay for that, I think. But it's still, I've never used it even in my car. But other than that, I mean, it's a 2018. It has about just over 10,000 miles, so pretty dirty. I don't know why they don't clean all this dust. God, barely even gave us gas. But anyway, so yeah, I just want to show you guys the inside is it's pretty nice. Don't get me wrong. I almost forgot my fucking whatever you call this pop socket, the car mount. So I almost forgot that. But yeah, so it's pretty nice. It definitely the way the interior looks, it definitely looks pretty nice. This is like a half style for the cup holder with the little storage space there and all that. I think you stick your phone right there. But yeah, definitely pretty nice. Then you got this whole contraption. You can stick your stuff in there, close that. As soon as you lift up, it goes all the way down. If you lift it up, it starts going up each notch, so you can go up one, and then it locks in. You go up another one, it locks in, and then if you go all the way up, it goes all the way back down. So if you go all the way up, it'll unlock itself once you get off the hinges or whatever it's on. So as soon as you start going up one, it locks in, and then if you pull up, it locks in again, and it goes up like 4 or 5 times, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, 4. Yeah, so there's only 4. 1, 2. Wait, let me just listen. 2. Okay, yeah, so there's 4 because I can hear it clicking in, so you can hear that, but it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the highest it'll go. If you go up any more, that's the last notch that it just brings it back down. So you can just do that. And then it has like this other storage space in here. You got a USB plug-in for, I believe, the audio. If you want to connect your phone, so you can have like the, if you want to listen to the music or whatever it is. I think it's the same as if you were to have one of those MP3 player, like the audio jack. I mean, that's pretty much what that is. But anyway, let me just turn the car off for you guys so we can check out the exterior real quick. Actually, I'm gonna, while I'm out here, let me just go ahead. I'm gonna move the car in because it's a little bit. See, it looks like it's gonna rain, so just in case. And then of course it has the adaptive headlights where they turn off on their own and they turn on their own if you keep it on automatic. If you put it back to this side, it'll stay on for like however, like it'll just stay on. And then this is the this is the, I forgot what you call those. It's the little side lights that stay on, and this is just turns it off. And even if you turn them off, oh wow, it doesn't even turn off. Okay, actually I think it did. Yeah. So even if you do turn them off, like this is the off part, it's gonna stay on this category, because what it does is, see, what it does is it turns the interior off, but then it turns off the exterior stays the same. So like this changes to like a yellow, and then inside, you know, it changes, it just turns it off. So if you turn the automatic, it'll turn that on. So let me just put this in park. You also have right here, you have the paddle shifters, and you can just use this and go back and up and down. I honestly don't like the way my mom's car is set up, because it's like this really annoying like rectangle trapezoid looking thing that's like really small, and you have to like push it in, and then it doesn't really have like a good like sturdy, like, you know, up, down, you know, whatever. So I just don't like the way her car is for some reason. I just don't like that version of, like, you know, I think it's like 2012 or 2011 all the way up until 2015, they had like this, the shifter was just a little bit different. This is like, I love this style. It looks really nice. This is like really modern and clean. I don't really like the way my mom's is, but this one, I do like how it's like really, you know, it's really stiff. You guys notice, I mean, if you listen, you know, it's like, you know, it really has like, it like as soon as you just push it, it goes right by itself. You know, you can just, you don't even have to push it all, like it'll just go by itself, like it goes right into that slot. And then, you know, up and down is like really, you know, sturdy. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in park. I don't think so. The only time you need to click, there's like a button back here, is if you go from park to any other gear. But if you go to park, you need, like, the only time you need to use this button is if you're trying to go in or out of park. So you don't have to use it if you're going into neutral or drive. But then as soon as you want to go back up to park, you have to click it and go all the way up. Now, the thing with my mom's car is that it's a button that says P, and you just click the button and it automatically goes into park. You don't have to change this whole thing. See, that's why I don't like my mom's shifter, because with hers, you have to click a P button. Instead of doing this, you would do this. You would click a P button, it would automatically change to P, and then that would be it. You don't have to like shift this at all. And then the only time you would shift this is to go into neutral or drive or reverse, like that. But other than that, there wouldn't be any sort of like, you know, PRN, whatever. Like you would just click this P button and it would automatically go to P, and you don't even have to like, because you know when you have to go through reverse to get to P, you don't have to do that with her car. That's why I don't really like her car that much. I don't like the way it's like that. I like to just be able to shift all the way through with any gear, whatever I'm trying to do. I like to be able to do it. You also have the P, it's the it's like the excuse me, I don't know what's going on here, so much dust. Damn. You also have the emergency brake, that it's like a parking brake, but it locks in, so you can hear it locking in. You can hear like the and it, like, you know, it locks in on its own. I think it's like a hydraulic pump that like locks in the that one brake, the emergency brake, so you don't have to worry with that. But the other thing I really like about this car in general is that these mats are really nice. They're like rubber mats, and I noticed they didn't put the floor mats in, so I'm going to show you guys. They're in the trunk, but they didn't put the floor mats in. And yeah, so actually they do have, oh, that's the hood. This is the hood, like the lever for the hood. I don't think, oh yeah, see, they do have a push button here for the trunk if you ever need to open the trunk for somebody, if you're like picking someone up from carpool or something, you can do that. So here is the, what you would do is you click right here, and pretty much it's like this button right here, you just click it, and then it'll go ahead and open for you. And so pretty much, in here, this is like my favorite part of the car, honestly. I love this mat. I mean, honestly, this is like the coolest mat that I've ever seen, because my car is just like this. Same exact style. They never changed it, even with this newer car. It's the same exact type of floor, you know, felted, hard material, whatever this is. And even the inside, like the sides here, like all this felted material around here that you can, like, you know, you pull out to like get into the battery and stuff. It's the same exact thing. And I really like that, but I love this mat, honestly. This is like the coolest mat. And so what you do is you go down here, and this is where you have extra storage space. And so the cool thing about this is, you know, you can fit all your stuff in here, like any important stuff or whatever. And then the cool thing is, they still have the mats in the package. You won't even need to use your mats. You can just say these are original mats all in here. And I don't know if there's 3. I think there's only 3 in here, actually. I don't think there's 4. Let me see. Is it 4? Oh, yeah, there is 4. Yeah, there's 4. So, yeah, all the mats are in here. So they don't even, I think they're waiting for someone to buy the car to put the mats in. But, I mean, honestly, if I was, you know, any person buying like one of these new cars, I wouldn't even take the mats out, because they put all those rubber mats in, so you don't even need it, honestly. So, it's not even really, you know, worth doing that with. So they even have, I don't know why all this stuff is in here. They have like all this, I don't know, maybe the person before is like fucking didn't have a tire or something. I don't even know why the hell all this stuff is out. It's kind of interesting. But yeah, so I guess I'll put this stuff in here. Why the hell this shit's out? I don't know what the hell this shit is. There's like a bunch of stuff in here. And I actually, just a minute ago, I was looking in here just to kind of see, because like I'm always curious about how the insides and you know, all that stuff is like with these cars. Like you can see, this is like that felted material that can open out, and nothing really in there though, so not worried about that. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and close this part here. And so I actually just want to show you guys real quick. This is really funny, but oops. Oh, there goes my pop socket car mount. Hopefully it didn't break. Yeah, I think we're good, luckily. So I found, and you guys are probably gonna laugh at me when I tell you this, but I just found like this, the previous owner probably is pretty upset because they must have left this, this Darth Vader, apparently it says Darth Vader on it. Yeah, it says Darth Vader, and there's like this keychain, and like there's this button you click and it turns on. I've seen these before, but like it even has a keychain and shit to it. And they must be pretty upset because they left their Darth Vader. It was in this little pocket on the right side of the trunk. Yeah, it was on this side right here with this license plate holder. It was all the way in there. There was like I was just looking in there because I was like, there's a bunch of shit in here. And I mean, this is stuff with the car, this stuff that comes with the car. But I noticed that this lightsaber was mixed with it, and so I just like I was like, oh shit, someone must have left that. That obviously doesn't come with the car. Hey, I mean, if one of these come with every car, I mean, you know you're gonna want one of these cars. I mean, god dang, you know? Like, I know that they're not selling the car with this, because otherwise they'd be selling shit tons more, right? So, no, but I love these mats though. Honestly, like these are really cool. I wish I had one of these type of like rubber mats that are made for BMW. Because I mean, if I go to if I go to like Marshalls or like Ross, you guys can find mats like rubber mats in those stores, but those are for like mostly, like I found some for Hondas, Fords, and stuff like that. See, so like these are really nice. Like, I mean, this is like literally the size. I think this is pretty much the same size as my car. Mine is like a rectangular one. It may be slightly less, the width may be a little bit smaller, like from here to there. It may be just the slightest bit, like right, like I think this part goes all the way to like right there. And it even has this little extension thing that extends out like that too, but mine might be just the slightest bit smaller. And I like these better because they fold up, so everything stays in them. You dump them out, and so you basically don't even need to keep the floor mats. I mean, there's no reason for them, you know? So, I mean, honestly, there's not even any reason to keep them. So this is probably what you need right here. You know, I don't even see why they even make floor mats when they could just make those type of ones. Now the center in the middle seat, the second aisle, you have that middle compartment. And yeah, so, you know, it's pretty nice. Definitely gonna tell you guys, I mean, I think the storage and stuff for this car is really nice. They have the floor mats always, you know, each one have like a different type of name or something, X Drive, X1, you know, it's really nice. I really like the way that they made the car. I really like these panels as well. It kind of has like a little red line that goes across. And with that line, I think it lights up like that orange is like a light in there, and it lights up on all those parts right there. And so when you're driving at night, you can see like a little bit of like a little beam going off in there, so you can like see part of for the light. So it's really nice. I really like that. And honestly, I really love the way that they changed the tail lights as well. So just uses a pointer. I really like the way that they use like the tail lights as well. They definitely changed those up, and I really like the way that they look now, because I mean, they just look so much like slicker. I mean, this is like literally, it looks just like an X3. I mean, it's really nice. And so, you know, I really like the way that this you know, that they made this car. So whoever, I don't know who drove number 53, but whoever took this car previous to us, or who knows how many previous owners it took before this got lost. I don't even know how many. It may have not even been the last owner. It may have been the previous before that, because obviously BMW didn't notice. I mean, honestly, I'll tell you, I'm sorry I keep saying that, but listen, like, you know, my problem with you know, when they give you these loaners, I mean, even at BMW, I mean, you've seen, like, you know, this is BMW. I mean, it's supposed to be BMW, Mercedes, Audi, and maybe Volkswagen. They're supposed to be all the top brands, you know, to just be able to, you know, get and then have a loaner and have all that, you know, easy process. But, you know, honestly, their cars come so trashed sometimes. I mean, we've gotten cars before that smelled like there was smoke in them. We had to go back and tell them, like, this car smells like smoke. Is that normal? We want to make sure that, you know, we're not going to be accused when we return the car. You know what I mean? So it just gets ridiculous because they just don't know how to clean their cars. You know, like, there's always trash and stuff in there. I don't even know if this was in here before, but because like I got this car from my dad just a minute ago. I had to bring some groceries home. But I mean, there's like trash in the middle. There's trash everywhere in the car, and it's like, I don't understand. You know, there's like paper in the door. I mean, it's like they don't clean the car out. I mean, I clean the car out. I mean, so here's the thing. When we take the car back, I mean, we clean the car, like we take everything. We even take the trash out just so we can make sure we don't forget anything in the car. I mean, you know, we're really, you know, like, we're really careful about that because we don't want to, like, forget anything in the car, obviously. But, I mean, you know, they never clean the cars. It's like, it's always a mess in the cars. There's always some sort of trash or cup, or sometimes there's cups in the door. I mean, it's like, you know, there's always something going on in these cars. And don't get me wrong, it's not just BMW. I mean, we go to, like, you know, rent a car, and we're like out of state, and you know, we go to rent a car, you know, just like a Chrysler or Mercedes, you know, not Mercedes, Chrysler or a Cadillac or something like that, or a Ford or whatever we get, like a Chevy or a Ford or whatever. You know, those are trashy too sometimes. But these places, they gotta focus on cleaning their dang cars. I mean, you can't just run it through the car wash and think it's all good. I mean, that's not the problem. The outside doesn't matter. We're trying to, you know, enjoy the inside. Like, we're not renting your car to show off the outside. You know, we're trying to, you know, be comfortable while our car is, you know. And anyway, so that's just my thing, because I just don't understand, you know, why it's always so dirty. I mean, you know, it's just kind of ridiculous. Now, I really like these fog lamps. They really have like that cool chrome little piece in there that reflects out, but it really makes it look really new and, you know, modern. I really like the way those look. And you got this nice matte. It's like this part of the bumper, and it's a really big bumper on the front, honestly. I mean, if you guys notice, you know, we have these. This is for the windshield wiper fluid, actually. This compartment opens out and it sprays the liquid onto the headlights on both sides, and so it'll spray out on both sides with that little compartment there. So it's kind of cool. Oh shit! Okay, I think that's how it opens. Let me just see what that is. See, my car won't even open when I do that. Yeah, actually, I don't even know what this is. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna close that back up because I don't know what the hell that is. I don't want to fucking... Can you imagine if you lost this cap? Like, look at that. It's like a hole just there. Like, that's crazy. I don't even know what the hell that is. There's like a hole there. It looks like some sort of like something needs to be screwed in there or something. I think maybe They use that to tow the car. If you ever need to tow the car, you open this compartment, because it's not like it's locked, you just push in and it opens. I think you would just stick like you would screw something in there. It's like a big screw located thing, and then you would just screw something in there, and I think that's how you would tow the car. Well, I mean, I'm sure that's not how you would, but you know, that's part of it maybe, I don't know, but I don't know what the hell that's for. But anyway, just to give you guys a quick last little glance, I'm gonna show you guys just the engine compartment, engine bay. So go ahead, we're gonna open this twice. It says ×2, so I'm not sure exactly what that means. It says 2x on the lever, which I think it means that they want you to click the lever twice to open. So, oh yeah, see, this is nice. See, I really like the way these hoods are. Okay, this is like really nice. So you don't even have to pull like a lever up so that it double, like, you know, so you have to like pull the lever so that it unlocks it. It's automatically, as soon as you pull the lever on the inside twice, it automatically unlocks. So you just pull the hood, you just pull it up, and it automatically lifts itself up. So it's really nice. I really like that. Now they color coded. They have like the window wash or whatever, the windshield wash. They have it in blue, so it's easier to tell where it is. Because my car, it's like yellow or black or something, so it's kind of hard to tell if it's oil or whatever. But with this car, it's automatically. I can just see that right there. I just noticed it, so that's pretty nice. It looks like this is where the oil goes. You have the battery over there, the plus symbol. I'm not sure where the minus symbol is. Plus is there, maybe the minus is, I guess you just do it anywhere that's black or something. So really nice. I really like this engine. Actually, it looks a lot different than the ones I've seen. I mean, it's kind of lower. It's like really deep. Like if you guys notice, like right interruption, I'm not sure exactly what happened there. I think someone was calling me. If you guys notice, there's actually like this this whole part right here. It kind of goes in deeper, so it's like, you know, it kind of has like a little like steep part right here that kind of just steeps in. So I really like the way this engine's kind of, you know, it's in the center here, and I'm not even sure, there's like a little cap there. That might be where you put the oil, but I'm not sure. So I really like the way this engine, you know, the way it looks. I mean, it really kind of, you know, it looks pretty nice. I mean, it's twin power, so I see the one turbo over here, that one like carburetor or whatever. And I'm not sure if there should be one somewhere over here. Maybe it's under, you just can't see it. They maybe just leave one out, because you can see that whole pipe there, that comes and loops around to the engine to give it, like, you know, the twin turbo effect. But yeah, you probably think I'm talking on my ass. But no, I mean, I know that that's one of them, but I don't know, maybe that's like a dual or something. I'm not sure exactly how that works, but yeah, it definitely, I mean, I really like the way this engine looks, because if you guys notice, like over there, it kind of has like a little bit of a curve. It's not straight. This whole thing right here, it's kind of tilted like this way. So if you guys notice, like right here, with this and with that side, it's actually everything's tilted inward to this direction. So honestly, like I feel like the way they did that is purposefully, so if you get in an accident, it crushes inward, so you don't get, like, you know, it kind of protects you more. So I think they really took an effect, the safety aspect of the car, because I mean, if you notice, like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is like 2 or 3 inches deep. Like right here, this point right here. I mean, look how deep that is. You know, so like literally, I mean, this is like, I mean, you can't really tell that this camera's not showing you how deep this is, but like this is actually really deep right there. I mean, if that part right there goes about 3 or 4 inches in, you know, inward, and like, you know, the point of like levelness is right here. And like this part is like 4 or 5 inches deep. I mean, that's pretty cool. And I really like the way they have like this bar there and all that. I really like the way they set this up. It looks really nice. So yeah, it looks cool. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna give you guys one more glance at, so let me go ahead and just close this. Oh, okay. I guess not. Oh, I think this is how you're supposed to do it. Yeah. So you're actually supposed to, the way that this hood works with the newer BMWs, see, I'm not used to this. I have my car that's a little bit different. See, with this car, the way that they did it is you double click the hood button, and what it does is the first time you do it, it starts opening and it's locked in. So like this part will be cracked up, and it won't be opened all the way, and it'll be cracked, and you can't open it because there's no lever or latch or anything to open it. So you have to do it again, and then it completely unlocks it. So then you just lift and it lifts right up. So it's not like there's a latch or something you have to unhook so that you do it manually. It does it automatically. Now you gotta be careful because if you do it twice while you're driving, I'm not sure if you do it the first time, if it doesn't let you do it a second time. There may be a safety system with that so that it doesn't allow you to if you're driving. So maybe that's the whole thing. But I know that if you do it twice, it automatically will unlock it, and then you can just go ahead and pull it up. And then when you close it, you can't slam it. It won't close. Like I just did it. I forgot. I wasn't paying attention. I just closed it. I let it like, you know, slam down. Not slam, but you know what I mean? Like, you know, you just kind of like let it just forcefully go down on its own. But it won't do it. It'll automatically lock into the first latch so that it's locked in, but it's not like, you know, it's cracked. And then you have to push on it. And once you push in on it, like it'll close and it'll latch on all the way. So that's the way that works. But yeah, so real quick, just another quick glance. It's really nice. It says S Drive. This one says S Drive here, 2.8, 2 liters, 2.8 liters. And I really like the rims as well. Those are really nice rims. But yeah, so real quick, just want to give you guys another quick glance on the, you know, sides and everything. So it's kind of cool because over here it says X Drive. The carpets, the mat, the rubber floor mats, and then over here it says S Drive on the sides. That's kind of interesting. But yeah, so anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more videos in the future. I'm definitely going to be showing you guys more of these loaner videos when we get a loaner. But you know, just stay tuned for that. I think we're going to be taking my mom's car into the shop soon, so we may get another loaner pretty soon. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know what you guys think about the car. I'm not sure if you guys are, you know, persuaded to buy this specific car, or you know, what do you guys think about this car? But let me know what you guys think in the comments. I mean, it obviously has its gonna have some sort of, you know, con to it. You know, there's some pros and there's some cons. I mean, every car has them, but it's a really nice car. I really like the handling. It's really, you know, it's really grippy, and you can really feel the heaviness, and you know, you can really feel the. It's not like driving a Hyundai, because trust me, I've driven a Hyundai, I've driven a Honda, I've driven, I think I've driven a Toyota. I'm pretty sure I've driven a Camry a long time ago, like a 2014 or 15. But I've also driven BMWs, I've driven Mercedes, I've driven multiple Mercedes, and I've driven, what was that other car? I've driven a Ford, like old Fords, new Fords. And I will tell you right now, this is not like a Hyundai. I'm going to tell you guys right now, because I know a lot of you guys that haven't driven BMWs, specifically newer BMWs, you guys don't understand the way it like, you know, the handling is. But with Hyundais, you just don't feel like you feel like you're driving a golf cart. All right, let me just be honest with you guys, because I mean, I've never felt like the same way with a Hyundai before than any other car, but it just feels like you're driving a golf cart. You just don't feel like you know, you're driving something that can handle anything, because like you know, you go through a turn. And it's like you literally can't, like, I don't even know how people drive those things, because I'm sorry, but like when I drove it, I couldn't even tell how much was its limit. You know, like, you know, when you're driving a car, you don't know how much, you know, you don't know, you've never driven this car before, you know, you just got the car, you don't know what its limits are. I mean, when you have your own car, you know how much the car can take, but you don't know that car. But the problem is with that car was, you know, it was already like, I wasn't even going nearly as fast as I would through like a right turn, or, you know, one of those like, you know, right angle turns. And, you know, I mean, that car was not handling it. It was like, I wasn't even going barely any speed. And I mean, it literally was already skidding through the fucking turn. I was like, what the hell, are you serious? How embarrassing is that? So I don't even know how people drive those things. No wonder the people that drive a Hyundai, you know, they're really going slow through those roads. But I mean, that was an SUV Hyundai. It was like the Sonata, not Sonata, that's sedan, my bad. It was that, I forgot, I don't know what it's called, but it was one of those, whatever that Hyundai was, that sedan, or not sedan, no, that small compact SUV. But honestly, I think the worst car I've driven is that, the Hyundai, whatever that SUV was. And then the best car I've ever driven is probably gonna be, that's a hard one actually, the best car I've ever driven, dang. I would say probably was a Mercedes. I think my favorite, like, you know, the coolest car I ever drove was this Mercedes, an E500. I believe it was a 2008 or 2009. It was an E500. It was like a bronze or gold or whatever it's called. That's the color. And it was a really nice car. I really love that car. I mean, my dad used to have a C500 or C300, whatever it was called, and an E500. And those were really nice cars. We used to have those when we had our paper business, had to deliver paper. We needed like an extra car. And I really love those cars. We got to loan a couple Mercedes in the process of having those cars. And I mean, we got to drive the 2016 E550 or whatever that was, a an S, a C, and we drove all sorts of ones. I think we even drove an SUV Mercedes at one point. So it was really nice. I mean, that's the benefits of really just getting one of these type of cars is, you know, just being able to get one and have it for a while. You can keep taking it to the dealership, and then, you know, you can just keep trying out these new cars. Just so you, I mean, because that's the nice thing, you know. I mean, that's the whole point of why they do it. You don't think? What do you think? They just do it for the hell of it? I mean, they're not gonna give you a car just to stick miles on it so they lose money. They know you're gonna want to get one at one point if you find one that you like. So that's probably why they do it. But really nice cars. It says BMW right there too. That's nice. Original headlamps. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. There it is for you. And let me know what you guys think. And you know, honestly, just looking at it in this angle, it literally looks like a Mercedes. Like, I swear to God, I mean, if you guys look at it like right there, does it not look like a Mercedes? Like the way that like if you guys know what that car is, what is it, like the GL or the GLK or this, whatever that car is, I mean, it literally, and even the rims are just like that in that car. But it just looks just like that. If you look at it from the back like this, like it kind of looks like that really small, compact Mercedes SUV. And there's also that really big one that kind of has a similar lamp, like the tail lights. But dang, that is so funny. I mean, you can easily tell that it's a BMW at the front. Like, there's no way that's going to be compared to anything else. But the back, just dang, that's funny. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I will be showing you guys some more videos in the future. Stay tuned for that. I will be showing you guys some updates on Dead by Daylight. They're going to be coming up with a new killer pretty soon. They already came up with it on PC, I think it was, or PlayStation. Should be getting on Xbox pretty soon. So I'm definitely going to be showing you guys some stuff on that as soon as that comes out. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will be seeing you guys in the next one. Also, whoever owns this, like, just, I guess message me on like the video and let me know who this is. I mean, I'm sure anybody's going to say, oh, that's mine. But I mean, honestly, like, you know, I don't know. I mean, this is like really funny. I mean, I don't know if you guys could, if there's anybody that can prove that this is yours, just let me know, because I'm just curious. Like, this is so funny. I don't even know where this, like, this, I probably sound like an idiot right now. I don't know. Who's this? Like, is that. But yeah, I mean, I'm just curious because like that was like really funny. I don't even know how the heck. So, I mean, because that's what I'm telling you. Like, they don't check the car. They don't check the car. I mean, how do the people that work at BMW, you know, they get the car in, and then they're so lazy, they can't even find something like this in the car. How do you not find this? I mean, it's a car. It's not a house. Like, oh, maybe you missed something in a house. Like, this is a car. Like, you see how big the car, like, this is all the area you need to find. Like, it's like literally, I mean, how do you not? There's like 5 different places. The doors, under the seats, the trunk, and maybe the glove compartment. That's the only place you would have to look. Is it really that hard to check your cars and see if you forget something? Like, if someone forgot something, to take it out so that the next person doesn't find shit like this? Like, I mean, I mean, this is cool, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about trash and paper and stuff, you know? Because, I mean, nobody wants to find that in their car that they're renting or, you know, loaning or whatever. So, I mean, I just think that's ridiculous. But, yeah, so anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. I gotta get my finger, I had this on my fingers, so I gotta do that. Anyway, peace out, YouTube.